Okay, so I just want to say that it is my fault. I've done some bad things in the past, some things that I'm not proud of, but the reason why I haven't, and you would think I haven't cleaned up the act, is because I haven't been able to do so. Every time I've tried to get on the internet and cancel out these subscriptions to these certain situations that I have been in, social media wise, whether it be pictures and uh, dating apps, this and that, like I'm telling you, I tried and I try and I try, and then it just reloads back. It's like all the information just keeps coming back. And I have been fighting this for 2 years, and it is like I'm being cyber attacked and bullied. And every time I try to cut it out, it just, for some reason, it's like, oh no, it wouldn't let me like get out of it. So these things that you see online may not always be what you think. I open it up and then I get overwhelmed and I just close it out and then I cancel it out and then why do I keep doing this to myself? Because I just feel like a lot of people who's just kind of did me wrong in the past, and I've been trying to see the light. And the thing about it is I know what I feel. I know, like, when I'm with somebody, what I feel, and it wouldn't matter what you look like, what your clothes were, like how you looked, skinny or fat, whatever. It's not about that. It's about who you are as a person. And I've actually I could close my eyes, and if I'm in a certain energy of person, I can feel like just all of the love in the world. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you look like, what color, nothing. It's all in what you're bringing to the table. And I'm not talking about money or meat or whatever. It's about the type of person that you are. I'm not going to sit here and just be like, well, I can't talk to him because of this. That's not necessarily the case. It's all in how you look at things. And I just want people to understand that every time I have tried, it's like all my stuff just keeps coming back, and I have all these fake profiles following me, and people who just keep hacking into my account, and like there's people making pictures of me that I ain't even took. Like, they just completely morphed the whole situation, and I've seen it. It does not make any sense to me why somebody would go out of their way to do this. But obviously they're just a little demented, and they have things a little bit cockeyed, and they we need to pray for them, because I could just be sitting at home on a Saturday night, every Saturday night, watching the Christian channel, which I don't even have TV anymore, but I could be reading the Bible and doing some kind of a music, I don't have to go, to a bar to have a good time. But do I like being amongst people and in a bar and dancing like a dumbass and singing like a gypsy queen? I mean, yeah. But I don't need it. It doesn't mean that it's wrong. It means that I've met some great people along the way. And regardless of their past, where they came from, what they've done, I've seen past all that with a lot of people. And I think that's something that some people have a hard time with. They don't know how to not judge and not be in that predicament of, who do I, it's all this little small town mumbo jumbo bullshit. And, I mean, granted, some things just aren't right. I mean, a serial killer who's just going out on the loose, just chopping people up, there's a problem. There's definitely a problem. So, it doesn't make them dumb. It means they're obviously smart enough to get away with that shit. I just don't have the conscience. I have too much love. I would just be there, pray to God. And I can't, I can't, I can't. And that's not what it's about. It's about loving people. It ain't about fighting and wrestling. And if I've ever said, oh, well, I'll take a bullet for you. Well, yeah, but, you know, there's ways of looking at that. It's not, I'll take a bullet for you like I'm going to go to war. If I don't want to go to war, I don't want to go to war. If I want to I just want to be loved and be loved by somebody, one person, and then just have, you know, lots of friends and acquaintances and, you know, whatever. I don't even need a lot of friends. I got Jesus, you know, I can be by myself. But it didn't help that I didn't have my dog. So now that I got my dog back, it kind of feels better, you know. Things start to feel better. It's not necessarily where you're at. It's all in where you're feeling the love. You know, my dog has always been there for me when I try to be there for my dog. And it's just sad because they're not always going to live forever, just like people or kids, or, you know, things just happen. God in mysterious ways. But we have to keep looking at the bright side of things, you know? It's like, this is how far I've gotten in life because of that. I may be on the brink of losing everything in my life, but it doesn't mean that my mentality and everything else is gone. I have felt blessed all along the way, and my therapist is even surprised. How do you go through so much, and yet you're still so all about humanity? You don't have a hating bone in your body. Well, no, sometimes the devil want to come out, but I try to keep that in check because to me it's not worth it. When I walk away, you know, because I've already put in my due time diligence in the situation. Obviously, I've been trying to beat my head on the damn wall, and you know, it's like beating a dead horse. Now, it's not something I do. But it just means that I maybe have put all of my energy into this situation. And I realize maybe it's about damn time, you know? Does that mean I can forgive them? Yeah. Does that mean I will go back to them? I don't know. That's a hard question because there's a lot of people I would not go back to if it was I could be in a damn ditch and they'd be the last person I'd call. And there would be some people who, if I would be half-ass dead in a ditch, they'd be the first person I call because I know they're going to come. It would be in the middle of the night, late in the morning, whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, this is where it's at. You know, sometimes angels meet you in the darkest of times. They don't come looking like angelic, beautiful creatures all the time. They come because they were at that place at that time, and God put them there. And just use your discernment. You can figure out on your own whether you think it's for you or not. Things that come to you are only going to be meant for you at that time. May not make any damn sense at all what somebody is doing. It just means that maybe there is a bigger plan to this scenario. And I think some people forget. You may see somebody in a place, picture place and things, and you may think, oh, well, that's what they do. That's what they... I haven't even thought about fighting the case of me trying to erase all the things that I have on all the phones and everything that's gotten broken and all my computers that's went shut down, because I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed because obviously it was my past and I've done a lot of dumb shit, and if I have to make myself an example for the rest, well then so be it, because obviously somebody just wants me to be in the spotlight to show all my mockery and shit. And excuse my French, but you know, for someone to go out of their way to put me in this scenario, God be with you, because God's been with me all this time, and I hope he will always have my back, because I just feel like I've done so much that I can, and I still have more to give, but it just takes some time sometimes. You just need a break sometimes to breathe, and that's it. That's it, you know? They say stand up for yourself. Sometimes you just get to the point where you can't stand up anymore. You just need to lay the frick down. And just pray for everybody that's come over your life, whether it was good or bad. Everything will be handled in the long run. Stay blessed.